Okay. Venus and Aries. Love it. Ew. Oh, so sorry. That's disgusting. Okay. You tell me that is not so cute. You tell me that is not so cute. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back. If you're new here, it's very nice to meet you. I hope everyone watching is doing well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Welcome to the monthly predictions, which are more like suggestions versus predictions. Like suggestions on how you could live your best life in the month of, oh my god, we are in June? So yeah, happy birthday, Gemini. Gemini, your birthday is coming up. And I know I haven't said happy birthday to anyone in a while, but I was just like, oh, Gemini, happy birthday, Gemini. You guys don't receive enough love. So there's my love to you. Happy birthday. I love you. You're amazing. Don't let the world bring you down. Shaw. That's what we're doing. Without further ado, you guys, here's a clip of piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the 3 piles for our monthly predictions. Group number 1 with the star. Group number 2 with the rose quartz, and group number 3 with the heart. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that now. I wouldn't suggest picking more than 1 pile today, obviously, because there's 3, so. But do what you want, you know? Live your life, girl. Alright, you guys, so you have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box where I've left you timestamps for when the reading shall start. And with that, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to Please Stay, My Little Baby Star. Welcome to your reading, group 1. Let's go ahead and roll our zodiac dice for the month. Sagittarius and Leo. Libra and Taurus, Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio and Taurus. So those signs, you guys, could be your sign, sun, moon, rising, or it could be significant energy that is happening within this month. So I noticed a lot of water signs came up. It may be a very, very emotional month in the month of June. So let's go ahead and start our shuffle. Can I please get a card? We have the star. Can I please get a card for group number 1 in regards to what should they be expecting in the month? Okay. See how that's only 2? That flipped like that. Can I have one more? Group. Okay, I need to look into the book about what the guide is. I believe the guide is the Hermit, or not the Hermit, the Hierophant, but I need to just double check that. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys some oracle cards. Ooh. That's weird. Is there anything stuck behind this? Yes, there is. Bench. Okay. Can I please get a card for group number 1? Yeah. All right. Makes sense, group 1. Makes sense. This is a shadow work card. We will save that for the end. Can I get a crystal for group number 1? Okay. We have selenite and we have rose ore quartz. And group number 1, the month of June. The month of June. Have you guys been going through a difficult time, group 1? Because I'm not feeling like the month of June is necessarily like the hurdle, but I feel like we have recently overcome a hurdle or recently gone through something that has hurt us. Used for you guys. Okay. All right. Group number 1. So I'm unsure if you guys have recently like lost a friend whether you've had like an argument or a disagreement and like a separation of a friendship, perhaps even of a family member, a partner romantically, maybe a career field in which you were very optimistic about, or a job you were very optimistic about or hopeful about at one point, perhaps not the entire time, the entirety of the duration of that position, but perhaps the beginning. But I'm feeling like there's some type of disappointment from something that we were previously very charmed by, okay? So whether that is with a friendship or whether that is like, again, with a romantic partner or a career that you felt very charmed by, or very like, you're gonna have these benefits and that benefit and this and that, and we just really thought that like this situation or this thing was everything we wanted, and then it turns out that it's not. It turns out that we were either betrayed by this situation. For some of you, this may even be like a rental agreement. I'm kind of picking up on like contract and like a formality a little bit to this situation. But it could be like a rental agreement you guys had, and then the apartment or the home ended up having like mold, or ended up having some type of issue that wasn't previously discussed or disclosed to you, and now you're feeling a little bit betrayed, or you're feeling a little bit hurt about the situation. But regardless, you guys, there was a situation in your life that was taking place, again, either a person or job or a situation like I previously just said, that charmed you. It was very charming. It was very like, oh, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna romance you and I'm gonna get you excited about this and I'm gonna give you this and that, and they're kind of selling you the world. And then we have this heartbreak coming in, and it's like, ouch, that is not actually what I expected. That is not what you disclosed. That is not what we agreed to. It feels a bit like our faith has been shaken. The star card, you guys, is represented by Aquarius energy. And the star lets me know that in the month of June, it's very important that we focus on trying to regain our hope and our faith. It's very important that we focus on the future. We focus on moving forward, and we don't hold any of that resentment from the past or from this heartbreak, from this disappointing situation. We don't hold that with us as we move forward, right? Again, the star represents new hope, blessings, a wish come true at times, but mainly this is focusing on being vulnerable and open to the possibilities of what the future has to bring, and being optimistic about it, right? Holding some sense of optimism. I'm so sorry, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is represented by Taurus energy, you guys. This is structure. This is contracts at times. This is religion. This is perhaps signifying like a mentor in your life, or somebody that you were inspired by, or someone that you looked up to. I'm seeing this as us kind of either leaning on our spiritual practices, or perhaps us deciding going forward that we need to make sure like all our T's are crossed and all our I's are dotted, right? Trying to make sure that we read through our contracts or our rental agreements, or we set up those really strong boundaries, right, with our friendships or with our romantic partnerships going forward, to make sure that this situation doesn't happen again. So communicating very clearly what we want and what we expect out of, again, whether it's a career situation, a relationship, a friendship, communicating those boundaries and communicating like where it is that we are comfortable with having our space intruded upon and what we are not okay with, right? So yeah, I'm just seeing this as like wanting to have more structure, or wanting to have more of a sense of formality, so that we can go forward in the future and not be so worried about this Three of Swords happening again. I'm seeing this, you guys. It just feels like the month of June is all about us focusing on moving forward in a positive direction with more optimism. And also doing it in a way that's like practical and grounded, and making sure that we like vet everything out, making sure that we ask the proper questions, making sure that we're not just like going into things like la la la, you know, like really vetting out and really asking a lot of questions, and really just divulging and making sure that everything that we need to know is known, not leaving any answer or any questions unanswered, is kind of how I'm taking this. Because I feel like we've been deceived, right? I feel like we've been deceived, or we were let down by that Nightmare of Cups and by that Three of Daggers. It feels very much like someone has fooled us, or there's been like some type of deception going on. And in order for us to make sure that we do not participate participate in that or move forward in that energy, it feels like we have to, yes, move forward with newfound hope, newfound faith, but also with a little bit more discernment. The next word I want to go ahead and talk about is this healing, transformation, and life changes. You guys may have recently gone through this metamorphosis, this major life change. Again, I do feel like this is heavily related to this whole Three of Swords situation and the Nightmare of Cups. So we are healing, we are transforming, we are accepting the change that has taken place. And I also do just want to remind you guys that the star does come after the tower, and the tower represents a major transformation going on in life, which again is why I feel like this Nightmare of Cups and the Three of Daggers is very much connected to us being charmed by something, or us feeling very like led astray almost, right? So I feel like we're healing from that situation. We're trying to learn and grow and move forward in a positive direction and not necessarily allow that to stop us from blooming. The next card I have here is blessings. So I do feel like there are perhaps certain blessings coming into your life in the month of June. These may be blessings that are not necessarily directly correlating with this disappointment or with this heartbreak. They could be blessings that are like perhaps with our financial situation, or perhaps we end up finding an apartment that's better than the one that we're in now. Perhaps we end up meeting someone who gets us really excited, or we enjoy talking to them more. Maybe we have more time to spend on our hobbies. Maybe we have more time to spend with our friends. These blessings can be looked at in a more broad sense. But I do feel like, because we do have this fire here, there is some expansion, but I'm also feeling like there is some type of like burning away of this Three of Daggers, burning away of what was happening or going on previously, and kind of having this like renewal process, right? And then we also have the bench here, you guys, and the bench says assess, which is exactly what I was talking about with this guide card. I feel like there is a need to assess every move that we make in the month of June, and to really make sure that we are reading our contracts, we are crossing every T and dotting every I. Really trying to use our discernment to make decisions and not rushing into things. I think that's the biggest message I want to give to you guys for the month of June. There's no rush. You don't need to rush. Just take your time. Just people around you may be encouraging you to hurry up and make decisions. I want to encourage you to take a seat, to really sit with yourself and assess the situation at hand. I was kind of like, why am I getting that with the Hierophant? Because the Hierophant, usually I get like, I don't know, more structure and more just planning and things like that. But in this particular setup, he just felt very much like, we need to really like pay attention to what's going on and what we're agreeing to and what we're not okay with. Like, we need to get clear on our boundaries and get clear on like what we want and what we don't want, right? So I feel like that's why that bench is coming up, to let us know we need to assess. The next one I have here, you guys, is renewal and adventure. And it says, a return of passion and play, community is healing, laughter, travel, new things can re-spark your love life. Okay, so there may be, again, a return of passion and play. With this heartbreak, or with this disappointment with the thing that was charming us, we, again, you guys, the blessings could be representing us having more time to explore our own passions, or to have more fun with our friends, or to do something that we've always wanted to do. Like, this letdown may be presenting us with an opportunity to do something, or to experience something that we've been wanting to experience. Community is healing. That's encouraging you guys to spend more time with friends, spend more time with family. If you don't really have a lot of close friends or family that you're close to, I would encourage you guys to reach out to people, to try to make new friends, or to try to bring a circle of people of support around you, because I feel like that's going to be really helpful in the month of June. We also have laughter. That's just saying laugh more. You gotta, when things are falling apart, that's what I always do, at least. When my life is a mess, I am the most giggly, because you gotta laugh through life, right? We have travel. That may be encouraging you guys to travel in the month of June. You guys may have plans to travel as well. And it says new things can re-spark your love life. So that is encouraging you guys to get out of your comfort zone in regards to love, to open up a little to things being different than how they were in the past. We also have separation. And it says surrender to your heart and divine source, where there's no separation. The highest level of love always serves and are without conditions. So with this, you guys, here's the thing. I don't know how to say this. Okay. With this separation, you guys, I'm really feeling like, again, it's coming up because we were very charmed by someone or something. There was like a juicy, juicy peach on the freaking tree, and we were like, oh, I'm so happy I found this peach. It's so juicy. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to take a bite. And then we bite the peach and it's like rotten. And we're like, girl, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I asked for. And that's how I'm seeing like this whole situation. And again, I do feel like for a lot of you, this situation has already passed. It doesn't feel, I'm not getting like, usually when a sad situation is occurring or a heartbreaking situation is occurring, I can feel it like in my chest. And for this, it just feels like something that we are healing from, something that has already happened that we're healing from, and we're trying to work through this a little bit more. And this separation, I feel like, is what that is. Like, we're separating from that juicy peach, that peach that we thought was going to be the most delectable, scrumptious peach, and it ended up being like nasty with a bunch of worms in it, right? We're separating the idea of like what it was supposed to be and accepting it for what it actually is. Now we have a last quarter moon, and it says, what is holding you back? All right, so I'm seeing this, you guys, as the transition from the past to our future, okay? We are in the middle right now. We're not necessarily, again, in this, some of you are, because, right, everyone's at different stages in the situation, but for most of you, I feel like we are over the biggest hurdle in regards to the heartbreak, or in regards to the disappointment, in regards to that like stabbing feeling in our heart. We're halfway past it, and we're halfway into our future, right? We are in the transition period. We are in the period of like moving forward. And this is just asking you guys personally, like, what is it that's holding you back from completely just moving forward? It's going to be different for all of you. So I want to encourage you to address that, to face that, and to take steps to release that so you can fully move forward, okay? And look, everyone is on their own time schedule, like I just said, so don't feel pressure, you guys, like I have to heal right now, or I have to get 100% better right now. No. It's fine. It could take its time. Don't rush yourself, all right, guys? Moving on to our crystal cards, we have selenite here, you guys, and selenite says luminous, cleansing, and protection. I think it's interesting that cleansing showing up when we have all this reference to, you know, like needing to let go of things, and the fire with the expansion, and you know, I just think that's interesting, and the renewal and the adventure. Anyways, Taurus is connected to this card, as well as the moon. The moon is connected to Cancer, and it says, with its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It can bring clarity to the mind, and slices through any negativity or confusion. Cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura, selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is already healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. Okay, guys, so I mean, we've said this. I know you guys can't read that, but we've said this throughout the reading, so I find that rather interesting. We have Rose Aura Quartz, and it says heart's desire, love, and divination, or divine. This is connected to all the zodiac signs, specifically Leo and Cancer, because we have the sun and the moon here. And it says the energy of love vibrates on a soul level, penetrating the body throughout its many layers of tissues, all the way down to the cells. Rose Aura Quartz is a crystal of love with the ability to shift one's sense of self, providing nourishment for your growth, and transforms fear and doubts into unconditional love, creating a strong bond to the universe. It creates a synastry between the pineal gland located in the brain and associated with your third eye and the heart chakra, infusing your intuition with space to give and receive more love. Okay, so I'm really seeing this, you guys, as this opening up the doorway, or opening up your heart, again, having that optimism about the future, being more optimistic. And this doesn't have to be directly linked to romantic love, you guys. When you're hurt by a friend, obviously you're going to be a little bit hesitant to let someone into your life again. If you've been screwed over in a rental agreement, obviously you're going to be very cautious, or like, aware of the next place that you rent or decide to buy or whatever. Same thing with the job, same thing with family, and etc., etc., etc. So yeah, that is that. I'm just feeling like that is talking about you guys again, having more of an open heart and being ready to receive what is new in the month of June. Now for our shadow work card, you guys, it says fearful. Okay, so the shadow work we need to focus on working through in June is fear. It says a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also low vibrating feeling that creates limitations for you and your future happiness. What this is saying, you guys, is do not let fear stand in the way of your happiness. I feel like all emotions are important and all emotions are meant to be felt through. If you're experiencing fear in the month of June, I don't want to tell you that it's wrong to feel that. But I do want to encourage you guys to not allow that fear to stop you, right? The only way for us to ever be courageous in life, you guys, is if fear is present. Without fear, there is no courage, right? We don't have the opportunity to be courageous if we don't have fear. So, not saying that you can't be scared of loving again or of entering into a new career or of finding a new apartment or making new friends. You're allowed to be fearful, but don't let that fear stop you from moving forward. Don't let that fear get in your way of finding your happiness again. Okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and get the bowl. I haven't shuffled from the bowl in a minute, so let's get the bowl and see if we can get any excess information for you guys. Oh, bippity boppity boo. Can I get some cards for you? Okay, woo. Keep falling into my lap. Please don't fall. I feel like that's not going to be a good situation. Okay, so we have a teacher here. I don't know if any of you guys watching this are teachers. Shout out to all the teachers. Or if you guys are wanting to become a teacher, or if there is a learning lesson in this situation, okay? We have growing, which obviously through the fire we can grow, right? Through pain. We have that transformation here with the snake and the rose growing, okay? Something else in my lap. We have sincere. All right, sincere. So perhaps that sincere is asking you guys to be really sincere about what it is that you want and what your intentions are moving forward. We have Earth. This is connected to Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is also talking about stability, you guys, seeking a foundation, seeking stability. Luck is on your side, you guys. Luck is on your side. We have funny, which I think this card, yeah, the renewal and adventure card literally says laugh more. Like you need to freaking laugh. So I feel like that's spirit being like, try to find the humor in things, even if it's hard. We have not yet. We have future, which I keep saying, like, this reading is about us looking towards the future, us focusing more on what is ahead versus what is behind us. We have exotic. Some of you really do need to travel. Some of you really do need to get out and like see the world or explore or just be in a different environment, even if it's like an hour away or like 2 hours away. I feel like you need to be in a different environment for some of you. We have check in with yourself, check in with your friends, check in with your family. And we have early 30s. So some of you watching this may be in your early 30s. Maybe there's somebody of significance involved in the situation who's in their early 30s. But that is what I have for you guys, group number 1. Please let me know below if this resonated, or if you know what the situation is. If it did not resonate, that's completely okay. But yeah, that's what I got. Thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye. Group number 2, welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start off obviously with the dice. We have Gemini. We also have Aries. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Aries. We have Virgo and Pisces, Aquarius and Libra, Capricorn and Cancer. Okay, you guys, Sun, Moon, Rising, your sign. If there's somebody involved today, their sign as well. Now, group number 2, the month of June. I was going to say November, Jesus. The month of June, group number 2, feels like a month where we really do need to rest, right? We have the 4 of Daggers, and the 4 of Daggers, you guys, is indicating, as you guys can see here, there's a little coffin box. What do we do in coffins? We sleep. We're laid to rest in coffins. So this is indicating that the month of June, there is a need to kind of like take a step back, recharge yourself, replenish yourself. If you've been going nonstop, you need to take the weekend off. If you feel like you need a break, take a break. If you feel like you have not had time to just be with yourself, and especially on an emotional level, you guys, right? I'm really feeling like this is indicating needing to have like a mental health day, or needing to have like a mental health like check-in, just to reinforce your inner strength and just to reinforce your vitality, right? I feel like that's really important here in the month of June, because I don't know, I'm just feeling like we're feeling very depleted, or we're going to be feeling very depleted in the month of June. And there is definitely a need to like reconnect to our emotions, because we do have this haunting of cups, which is signifying emotional depths, needing to reconnect to your emotions. Maybe even needing to express your emotions with a little bit more clarity, but perhaps we need that rest in order to do that. I am feeling like the reason why this rest is showing up in the reading and checking in with how it is that we're feeling is because we're being called in the month of June to step up and lead, right? So there is this very beautiful balance here in the month of June for you guys, group number 2, where it's like rest and lead. Rest, power through stuff. So that's how I'm seeing this, like a very nice balance of needing to recharge our energy, but also needing to step up and lead, or being asked to step up and lead is looked to for advice, looked to for leadership, looked to for like, hey man, what are we gonna do, right? This is the rock. And I feel like you guys are being called to be the rock in the month of June. This could be a friend calling you up and saying, hey, I really need help with this or with that. This could be someone saying, hey, I really need you to help me move, or I need advice on this. Perhaps you are being given more responsibilities. And I feel like in order for us to handle these responsibilities, or in order to handle this leadership, it's very important, you guys, that we are fresh and ready to go, that we are recharged and ready to go, and we are not depleting ourselves or depleting our energetic force, okay? So there is that. Now the next one we have here, you guys, is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, group number 2, is all about coming together with something that is in vibrational alignment with you. Stereotypically speaking, this is talking about two lovers coming together in union. Because this is a group reading and because it's a monthly reading, I'm seeing this as having some type of alignment in your life occur, whether it's in love, friendships, career, right? With school, with your family, with your extracurricular activities, whatever it may be, you guys. I'm just really viewing this as coming into alignment with that and feeling almost like getting into the groove of things, or again, if it's another person coming into union with another person, whether it's friendship or romantic. So yeah, I really feel like this leadership position is bringing you here. I feel like you guys stepping up and leading, or being in control, or exhibiting more of that boss energy, I feel like it's helping you get to this alignment. And again, the alignment, you guys, does not necessarily mean like we're gonna fall in love. It could, but I'm just seeing it more as like we're feeling aligned with ourselves, we're feeling aligned with our passions, or we're feeling aligned with our career and what we're doing with work, or what we're doing with school, or with our family, or this or that, like, and I also feel like that's why these two are showing up together, because it's like we're not depleting ourselves of energy, we're not overworking ourselves. It's a very nice balance of rest and then go. Rest, go. It feels balanced. And also, the haunting of cups is just here just to remind you guys to make sure that you're checking in with your emotions, checking in with how it is that you're feeling, and honoring how it is that you feel. Moving along, you guys, we have get out of your head and into your heart. This is the truth. So group number 2, you guys may have a tendency to overthink things, or to overanalyze, or you guys may be the type of people where when a situation occurs, you like run through a million different scenarios in your mind, and you're like, well, what if this happens, and what if that happens? Very Virgo energy here. So with this, I really want to encourage you guys again to make sure that you're taking that time to rest, to recharge, and again, checking in with your heart space, checking in with how it is that you feel. Because I feel like sometimes, especially when we're in this energy of leadership, especially when we're in this energy of like being responsible or having more things on our plate, we can get out of alignment with our heart space. And I just feel like it's very important with this card that we kind of quiet our minds a little bit sit and check in with how it is that we are feeling. I feel like that's very important in the month of June. We have a tract, and it says, set your intentions high, know what you deserve to receive. Know that you deserve to receive love, joy, and happiness. Okay, so setting our intentions high, you guys, because we are coming into alignment with it. If we are in a space where we're not feeling great about ourselves, or we're like, I'm this, I'm that, if we're putting ourselves down, I really feel like it's difficult for us to come into alignment with what it is that we deserve, because we don't think that we deserve what it is that we actually deserve, right? So with this, you guys, with the attract, I feel like this is really asking you guys, encouraging you guys to set your intentions and don't feel like you're asking for too much, okay? Don't feel like what you want or what you desire is too much, because this alignment is here, you guys. I feel like the key to getting this is really just to, again, make sure that we're doing things from a place of like, I love this, or making sure that we're doing things from a place of like it being settled or in alignment with our heart space, and not necessarily living or acting so much in our headspace of like, well, this doesn't make logical sense, or overthinking situations. I just feel like you guys are overthinking certain situations, and you're not listening to your heart as much as you should be, which is why that rest is coming up. Because if you guys take time to rest and recharge, you will be able to connect to that heart space a lot easier. You will be able to step up and lead and to take on those responsibilities a lot easier, and then that alignment is naturally going to come. So the next card I have here is Witchy Medicine, and it says connect to earth. Witchy medicine, okay? So I am not a doctor, obviously. I'm not an herbalist. I'm not professionally, at least. So I'm not going to advise you guys on anything specific, but maybe there is a need for us to connect more with nature, to go outside. I don't know if I don't want to suggest herbal supplements. Like, I'm wanting to, but then I'm just feeling like that's inappropriate, so I'm not going to. But if you guys have knowledge on certain herbal supplements or teas or different leaves, different flowers that can help you relax, I feel like that may be something some of you should look into, only if you're already educated on those plants or substances that you are taking, though. I'm not going to encourage you guys to just take something all silly-willy, right? But with this, definitely, this is asking you guys to get outside, to reconnect to nature, to reconnect to the basics, right? For some of you, I really want to encourage you guys to like go outside and like look up at the stars and look up at the moon and reconnect with the stars and the moon. I feel like that really does help us, you guys, and I'm not trying to get all woo-woo here, but I really do feel like when we are able to step outside and look up at the stars, we are able to reconnect with our birthplace, right? Because we are from the stars. Like, Earth was made from space, and I'm not going to get into all of this, but I just feel like we have such a deep connection to this entire universe, and when we're able to go outside and look up at that, I feel like it is a very grounding experience. So I would like to encourage you guys, if you want to go out and do that. I feel like it may help you feel a lot more connected to yourself. We have root here. There's a lot to do with the root here, you guys, especially with the connecting to earth, with the 4 of daggers. So I don't know if you guys need to work on your root chakra, if you need to feel more safe and secure in this body and this life. Working on your root chakra, you guys, is really, really helpful, especially if you're in a headspace where you're feeling a little chaotic, or if you're feeling not good enough, or if you're feeling like a little unstable. Connecting to your root and really working on that root chakra is going to help you guys feel more stable in your body, in your mind, in your heart space. Like, you're going to feel like, I'm supposed to be here and everything's going to be fine, right? So I really want to encourage you guys to do that if you are interested. I don't want to push anything on anyone, because I know that's not a part of everybody's spiritual beliefs or spiritual practices, but for those of you where that aligns with your belief system or your practices, I would encourage you to go ahead and do that. Because if I'm being honest, group number 2, it feels like a lot of the issues that are occurring in June, and I wouldn't even call them issues, right? But I feel like a lot of what is holding us back is coming from our head. It's coming from our mind. And I'm not saying you guys are not smart or intellectual. I think that you guys are so smart that you're overthinking, right? I feel like you're so intelligent that your mind is almost on overdrive, and you're unable to really like ground yourself and be in the moment. And I feel like that is something that is needed in order for us to come into alignment with this Two of Cups. So the next one I have here is bird, and it's information. You guys may be receiving a letter, a text message, a call, a friend request, a DM, some type of information coming in that perhaps is, again, maybe asking you guys to step up and lead. Perhaps it's a part of this alignment process. But I'm definitely feeling like there's some type of message coming in that you guys need to look out for in the month of June that has significance, again, either to the leadership situation or the alignment. The next card I have here is independence, and it says curiosity and exploration. Okay, so independence is a big part of the month of June for you guys, which makes sense with this card, you guys, because independence is obviously connected to leadership and things like that. So I am feeling like the month of June is a month where you guys are going to feel called to step more into your independence if you're not someone who's already independent. I feel like also this curiosity is asking you guys to let go a little bit, right? In order to have a curious mind or to explore, we have to let go of control a little bit. And I feel like that's something that needs to be encouraged for you guys. The next card I have here says bonding, acceptance, service. It's connected to Virgo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. It's also connected to Chiron, the asteroid. It says there are presents in the past. There are presents in the present. Charite shows you the gift of living in the moment, enhancing gratitude and appreciation for the day-to-day. This is true acceptance, letting go of expectations for what life should be and embracing what is right now by just being. All right, Charite brings deep healing to your physical and emotional selves, down to your very cell, and reconfiguring your old programming into a new way of processing your daily life. After all, it's all about perspective. Charite helps you face your fears, see reality over projections, and live your truth. So again, you guys, it's very, very important for you guys in the month of June to get out of your head, to perhaps get out of negative self-talk. Again, I feel like the biggest hurdle for you guys in the month of June, maybe just in general, is like our mental headspace and where we are, how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves. Perhaps we're like, oh, this could never happen for me, or I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve that, or I just don't think that's realistic for me. Maybe for other people, but not for me. Like, I feel like we really need to get out of that headspace. And again, I feel like that's why resting is so important. The next card I want to go ahead and talk about, you guys, is narrow-minded. This is your shadow work card, okay? And it says you have a limited outlook on perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? Okay, I'm kind of seeing this as like literally stop being freaking mean to yourself, right? Stop thinking that just because you don't think you're good enough, or just because you feel this way about yourself or that way about yourself, like stop thinking that's the truth. Your perception of you isn't necessarily the truth. Especially for those of you who are struggling with like mental health issues or anxiety or depression or just negative self-talk. Those negative voices that you are hearing in your head or those negative thought patterns are not valid in truth, okay? So I don't want you guys to latch on to that or latch on to the negative thought patterns. Really with this card, you guys, this narrow-minded card, I feel like it's again asking you guys to kind of release control a little bit, or release a little bit of that cycle of the patterns of the negative self-talk. And again, resting will really help with that. I'm going to go ahead, and I feel like that may also be talking about you guys feeling like you're not good enough for this leadership position, or feeling like you're not ready to step up, or feeling like you're not ready to claim your independence. And I feel like that narrow-minded card again is just like, yeah, you are. Like, stop trying to put yourself down. Like, you're being rude, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and get some letters from the bowl really quick. Ooh. Okay. We have a third party. There may be somebody here who contributes to your negative self-talk or to your narrow-mindedness of your I can't do this, I can't do that. We have love yourself, which yes, of course, love yourself. We have I'm sorry. This may be, I love how it's like wet right there. But anyways, this may be asking you guys to be more, again, gentle with yourself. You guys may be receiving an apology. Perhaps that's what that bird with the information is talking about. We have Taurus here, you guys, connected to Venus energy. That is also connected to groundedness and stability. We have the moon, which is connected to Cancer energy, you guys. That's the emotions, the soul, the inner self. Again, needing to connect to your heart. We have out of the blue. I also feel like this is a sign for us to let go of control a little bit. We have ambition here, you guys, which is connected to the Emperor here. So ambition. We have May, which we are in the month of May. When I'm filming this, when this goes up, I think it'll be June, or it's about to be June. We have potential. See, you guys, there's potential here. That's why I'm feeling like, especially with this attraction and the freaking alignment, we have to get out of our head, because like we're going to end up holding ourselves back if we don't, right? We have rare. This could be talking about that union coming up. We have childcare. Okay, so I don't know if you guys need childcare, like if you have children that you need childcare, or if you guys work in the childcare realm. Perhaps that's asking you guys to take care of yourself the way that you would a child, like parent yourself, mother yourself, right? And we have music. Music can be very therapeutic, you guys. Music could be very a spiritual experience. So that could be encouraging you guys to listen to more music. That could also be talking about perhaps messages being delivered to you through music, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Group number 2. Let me know below if this resonated or if you're understanding. If not, that's totally okay. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and get started. We have Gemini and we have Leo. We have Virgo and Taurus. We have Leo and Gemini. Scorpio and Sagittarius. And Pisces and Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Your sign, if there's anyone involved today, their sign may be there as well. So we need to be very, very mindful in the month of June. I would say that's probably the number one message for you guys today in your reading. Be mindful, all right? Have a detective's eye, all right, you guys? This card, this entire reading is just giving me the energy of like, we need to be very just looking at things with a watchful eye, looking at things with clarity and discernment, and not necessarily, if you guys watched the last reading, this reading is the complete opposite of the last reading. The last reading I was like, you need to connect to your heart space, you need to connect with nature. No. This group, if you picked this group, you need to do the opposite, okay? You need to be very, very mindful, very focused on what is truth, what you know, and work on the information that you have. Work on the truths that you have. When you're making decisions in the month of June, I want to encourage you guys to, I don't ever want to say ignore your heart, ignore your intuition, right? But I would say sometimes, especially when we're in situations where something looks really pretty on the outside, or when we want something so badly, we can tend to ignore red flags. With this card right here, it's telling you not to ignore the red flags, all right? Pay attention. Work with the truth that you have, work with the knowledge that you have, and don't make excuses for anyone, okay? Or any situation. It's very, very important with that card, you guys. We also have the 8 of Daggers. This is signifying feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, okay? With this, we have to be willing to take risks, you guys. We have to be willing to make a mistake or to endure consequences, right? I oftentimes feel like a lot of times when people don't want to move forward, or when people aren't experiencing any progression, and I'm not trying to blame people who are in this situation right now where you feel stuck or you feel stagnant, but oftentimes like we won't make a move or we won't make changes out of fear, or because we're afraid of consequences, right? We're afraid of like, what's going to happen if I do this? What's going to happen if I do that? And I totally understand that. And I want you guys to protect yourself and to stay safe and to make decisions, again, using your logical mind. However, I do feel oftentimes, you guys, that when we are stuck or stagnant, it's because we're afraid of what's going to happen when we're outside of this bubble, right? So it's a consequence that we're stuck, and it's a consequence if we get out. So it's kind of just like choose your poison, right? Choose the struggle. And with this card, this is telling me that there may be some fear around making a decision, or there may be some fear around, again, getting out of that stuck and stagnant energy that you may be experiencing, or a situation where you feel like you don't have any like ground to lose. And I just want to encourage you guys again to think with your mind, okay? Don't necessarily get emotional about this stuck and stagnant situation. Or if you're planning your escape from this situation in the month of June, I want you guys to do it in a way where you're thinking ahead. You're like 10 steps ahead, right? Don't do it in a place of just reacting, or, yeah, don't react. I would say respond, don't react to this if it is emotional, okay? Now, there may be some things being revealed to you guys, or some truths coming to the forefront to you guys in the month of June. Things that were previously hidden, or things that were previously not of your knowledge, right? This is us gaining information that we did not have. And this information may be helping us kind of take off that blindfold here with that 8 of Swords. It may be helping us kind of see things a little bit more clearly, see a way how to maneuver out of these swords. So I want you guys to be aware and pay attention to any type of truth or any type of like revealing coming to you guys in the month of June, okay? We have the 7 of Cups. Here's the thing. You guys are having a really rough time with making, I don't want to say it's making decisions, but you're having a really rough time seeing things, I feel like, with clarity. And I think that's why the first card that came out for you guys was this Massacre of Daggers, because you guys need to act with the knowledge that you have, the truth and the facts that you have, and not on a hypothesis, right? Not on a like, well, I think this is going on, so I need to act like this. Only act based on the knowledge that you have, okay? It's very important that we are working from our noggin and not necessarily from our heart at the moment. And that's not to say, again, you guys, that your heart is wrong. I just feel like we need to have a more clear path forward that's not muddled with emotions, okay? Because sometimes our emotions can kind of fog our judgment up in regards to making choices, right? This is, again, signifying to me that there's some fog around our vision, or there's some fog around like the choices that we're making, and we need to be very, very, again, be a detective in the month of June, okay? Be a freaking detective, you guys. Make sure that you are vetting everything out, that you're looking at things under a microscope and being like, look, is this what is best for me? Or is this presenting itself true and authentic, right? Because there may be people in your life who are coming to you and they are presenting themselves differently than how they actually are. There may be opportunities coming into your life that may present themselves to be like, I'm a grand castle, but really they're a crumbling freaking shack, okay? So I just want you to, again, if someone's trying to sell you the sun, the moon, and the stars, you need to just look at them a little sideways, look at the situation a little closer, and be very just aware, okay? Just be aware. That's what I want to encourage you guys to do in the month of June. Be aware. And if something is a little too good to be true, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is too good to be true. I'm just saying be aware, okay? Look a little deeper. Don't just be like, yes, I will come live in your castle. Take a second, take a beat, just look at it for a little bit longer, okay? Group 3. We have deception here, and it says someone is not being honest or withholding information. The frickin' moon. The motherfrickin' moon, you guys. The frickin' moon. So, group 3. Look. The moon. This is talking about deception. This is talking about information that's withheld or secrets that are being hidden, right? The moon comes in to reveal things that are in the dark. So again, I'm not saying that someone's lying to you. I'm not saying that, you know what it feels like, group number 3? It feels like an embellishment. Like someone is embellishing an opportunity, or they're embellishing themselves. Perhaps they're trying to like make themselves seem better than what they are. This could even be a friend who's like low-key like bragging to you, and they're like, yeah, I have this and I have that and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, great. And then you feel like crap about yourself, but really they're not really doing all that they're saying they're doing, you know? It just feels like someone or again something is not necessarily presenting itself in the most clear form, and that doesn't mean an outright lie. It just feels a little clouded or a little embellished, right? And that's why I feel like it's very important with the Seven of Cups that we analyze, we look at things very seriously and very like under a microscope. Okay, I feel like people are going to be trying to like, it feels very peacocky, right? Either with a job, a school situation, a contract. I don't know if you guys are trying to like sign some type of contract to join some type of something, but it feels like a very peacocky thing. Like someone's trying to peacock you, you know? They're like, look at me, I'm beautiful, but really they're just, it's not that they're not beautiful, they're not all that they were saying they are, okay? We have addictions here as well, you guys, and it says physical addictions, emotional addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior are affecting this connection. Okay, so we may be very connected or very addicted to this Eight of Swords. Sometimes, you guys, we can be addicted to comfort, right? We can be addicted to what is comfortable to us or what is familiar with us, even if we know it's not good for us or even if we know it's not making us happy. So with this, I just want you to question certain things in your life, especially in the month of June. Like, what is it that I want? What is it that's going to actually make me happy, right? What do I want? What do I want? So that's what I'd be focusing on, you guys, is addressing those emotionally addictive patterns or those addictive thought patterns. Address it, face it, look at it, analyze it. We have the moonflower, and it says bloom even if no one's watching. Okay, so this is doing it for yourself. This is doing it even if nobody applauds you. This is doing it, going after it, even if you feel like you're not getting the recognition that you want and the recognition that you deserve, okay? The moonflower, you guys, is here telling you guys that it is okay for you to do good just for you, all right? I want you to understand that not everybody or not every situation has your best interest at heart, and it's important that you make sure that you are blooming, or it's important that you make sure that you are going after what it is that you are wanting, even if the people around you are like, no, don't do that, or no, I don't think that that's a good idea. Like, you need to do things for you, and again, use your mind to really think things through. But even if nobody's there to support your decisions, make sure that you are supporting your decisions and you truly believe in what it is that you are doing, and you do truly believe in what it is that you're choosing to focus on, how you're choosing to bloom, okay? We have a snail, and it's persistence, you guys. So this is telling you guys that baby steps are still steps forward, okay? Even if we're moving at a snail's pace, even if it seems like nothing's progressing, even if it seems like, oh my God, this is taking so freaking long, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay, because we're still making progress. The only time we stop making progress is when we stop, okay? Progress cannot be made if you are not inching forward. All right, so persistence, you guys. Stay persistent in the month of June. You guys maybe get discouraged. This reading may even be a little bit discouraging for some of you. Don't get discouraged. Keep going, even if it takes forever, even if you feel like you're not going anywhere. As long as you are continuing to make those steps forward, you are making progress. We have the house, and this is familiarity. Some of you may be really needing to move or needing to like get into a new living situation. The house, again, is connecting me back to that Eight of Swords, feeling trapped or feeling stuck, feeling stagnant in something that's familiar. It could even be the people that you're living with that are like hiding things from you or being a little bit deceptive. So be aware of that, group number 3, okay? With the house and the familiarity, I want to just encourage you guys again, if you are trying to take steps forward to find a new place to live or to get out of the job that you're currently in because you're not happy or you're not satisfied with your pay or your coworkers or this or your boss is that, baby steps forward, you guys, are still steps forward. So even if you're comfortable here, don't give up on wanting better for yourself, right? We have focus, observation, and awareness. This, if you take nothing else from the reading, this card right here is the only card you need, okay? And I know people are going to be like, oh, Illuminati. Stop. Listen, be aware, okay, focus and observe, okay? That is the energy June needs to have, group number 3. This is the only energy I want you guys to take from this reading, this right here, okay? Observe. I'm not telling you guys to not be excited when opportunities come up or to not like enjoy happy moments when they're here. This isn't like a doom and gloom reading. This is just saying be very cognitive of what is going on, okay? Be very aware of what's going on. Don't just fall for the sunshines and the rainbows and be like, oh my God. You know, like, just be on guard a little bit. Be aware a little bit. We have Cardinal, okay? And this is courage, motivation, endurance. This is connected to Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, okay? It says powerful and bold. Carnaline increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. A stabilizing stone, carnaline helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. I told you guys, this is not a month to allow your emotions to run you wild, right? We need to be more up here, okay? Currently help emotions for long-term vitality, believed to protect the soul from in the afterlife. Carnaline is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnaline gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem, seize the day, okay? Yes, carpe diem, seize the day, but do it. Use your brain, okay? Don't just be like, oh, there's a castle. He's offering me a castle and a unicorn, and he's telling me I can be a freaking princess. Look, that's very nice, sir, but I'm going to need to see it before I believe it. Have fun, carpe diem, but be aware, okay? Now, for your shadow work cards, you guys, we have shame, and it says you are not flawed. You are so worthy of love and belonging. Forgive yourself for not giving yourself enough self-love. We have addictions as well. Addictions popped up earlier. It says, think about the emotion you are trying to cover up. Deal with those emotions, process, heal, and release them. So that is the shadow work for the month. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and pull some notes from the bowl really quick. Oh! Ooh, falling on my lap. We have South America. I don't know if you guys are traveling to South America or if you're in South America, if you're from South America. We have affectionate. Affectionate. I know you can't see that because it's all curled, but affectionate. We also have mild. The month of June may be very mild. We have I want you. That could be talking about giving into desire. We have fireworks. See, I'm feeling like something almost... Again, I just feel like we're being presented with something that's very like, you're going to have a unicorn, but we just need to be like, is it going to be a unicorn though? Like, I don't know. We have lovely, okay, lovely. We have blessings, okay, blessings. We have 8. You could be born on the 8th. The 8th of June may be significant for you guys. We have charming. Now, with charming, you guys, are you charming or are you trying to charm me, okay? Be aware of those who are trying to charm you. I just want you to be aware. I'm not saying don't welcome in blessings. I'm not saying don't welcome in good news. Just be a little bit more like level-headed. We have spider, which is talking about overcoming fear. That could be connected to the 8 of Swords. We have holiday. That could be talking about a vacation coming up. We have ask questions, okay? Ask questions about the unicorn you're receiving, okay? Ask questions. And we have, I believe this is an I. Oh, no, this is an H. So I don't know if there's a Harry, a Harriet, Hannah, name. But hello to the out there, okay? Oh, we have Slim as well. Slim. We have Virgo. I don't know if I already said Virgo. It looks like it's kind of in the pile, but then it kind of looks like it's not. But Virgo, hello. So that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. Overall, focus, be observant of your surroundings, and I'm not saying don't welcome in blessings or don't get excited when beautiful opportunities are presenting themselves to you. What I'm saying is just be level-headed about it. If someone's telling you they're going to give you a unicorn and a castle and you're going to be a beautiful princess, just be like, thank you so much, I'm excited, but like proceed with awareness and groundedness and a level head, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Let me know below if this resonated or if you're excited or if you know what situation I could possibly be talking about. Again, it's not bad. It's just level-headedness in the month of June is the energy we need to be living in, okay? But have fun. Take risks. Don't be scared. But just level-headed. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you. And I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.